Hello again, everyone. Marcus here. I review stuff today. I'm reviewing the song Skinny Love by Iver. This is part of my ongoing series where I'm listening to songs that come from albums that are on Rolling Stone magazine's list of the 500 greatest albums of all time. This album, For Emma, I think Forever After is the full name of it, from what I'm seeing here, is number 461 on the list. Looks like it was released by Jaguar in 2008. So, about the album, Rolling Stone says Justin Vernon didn't plan on reshaping a generation's understanding of love-torn folk music when he retreated to the Wisconsin woods to record his first album. I was very sad and very lonely, I guess is what he said. But that's exactly what happened. What's even more staggering is the way Vernon's auto-tune and falsetto-laden DIY debut, which centered around the heart-sick Skinny Love, which we're listening to today, would reshape the contours of the pop mainstream, from Ed Sheeran and Kanye West to James Blake and Taylor Swift for years to come. So obviously this album sounds like it was super influential on some of the biggest names in music. And so with that, I say we jump right in. This is again Bon Iver for Emma. Let's listen. Sorry, For Emma's the album. Skinny Love is the name of the song.
Come on, skinny love, just let's sing it. To pour a little soul we will never hear. My, 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 my. Staring at the sink of blood across the knee. Right in this moment
Wow, that hits you like right here. That was something. Yeah, I think he's got a really good voice. I think that's kind of what cut through for me more than anything else. But I really enjoyed the guitar style as well. And I think it mentioned that he like retreated to a farm in Wisconsin or something like that. And it's interesting because I get some of that, right? Like there were moments in there where I was like, that sounds like a wind chime in the background or something. Like it had this very like sitting out on a rainy day, like kind of just taking in nature, taking in the sights, sitting on your back porch with a cup of coffee. It had that kind of vibe to it, and I kind of dug it. And again, it had like little notes here and there that were sort of reminiscent of again that sort of back porch sitting as far as I'm calling it here. But anyway, let's break it down piece by piece like we always do. Of course, starting with the lyrics. Now, a little bit more information here about the song. It says releases the first single from For Emma, Forever Ago. I think I said Forever After earlier, my bad. Forever Ago. Skinny Love is a song about a failed relationship and the regret that stems from it. I kind of get that from the lyrics, but I do want to take a look at them still. The term skinny love has two separate meanings. It can refer to a situation where two people love each other but are too shy to admit it or show it. It can also refer to an existing relationship in which there's no love or emotional fulfillment, but only a codependent need for affirmation. In this case, it's the latter. I think that's one person's interpretation. Let's see. Justin Vernon discussed the meaning of the song in an interview with Pitchfork in 2011. Not afraid to talk about skinny love, but how do you guarantee it's accurate? To say that Skinny Love is about Christy Smith, Justin's then girlfriend, and a player on For Emma would not be entirely accurate. We dated, and she's an incredibly important person that I lived with for a long time, but it's about that time in a relationship that I was going through. You're in a relationship because you need help, but that's not necessarily why you should be in a relationship, and that's skinny. It doesn't have weight. Skinny love doesn't have a chance because it's not nourished. I think that's going to be the reason. I was like, why is it called skinny love? That's a really great way to put it, is that the relationship it doesn't hold weight. It doesn't have weight, right? It's skinny. It's malnourished. The relationship, you're not kind of you're not feeding the relationship. You're not feeding into it what it needs, right? So anyway, let's look at those lyrics. Oh, you can see Bon Iver as low as $75. I think my wife listens to Bon Iver, actually. She'd probably want to go see him at some point. Anyway, come on, skinny love, just last the year. Pour a little salt, we were never here, my. Staring at the sink of blood and crushed veneer. I tell my love to wreck it all, cut out all the ropes and let me fall, my. Right in this moment, this order's tall. I mean, so he says it right there at the beginning of the song, right? Come on, skinny love, just last a year. Like this love, again, there's no weight to it. It's malnourished. It's fading away essentially, right? And he's just like, just last the year. And he mentioned it in that little interview where it's like he was in a relationship because he maybe felt he had to be, or because he was hoping that it would save him or whatever, And that's wasn't the reason. So he's like he's wanting it to last longer, but at the end of the day, again, there's just no weight to it. There's not anything to hold it up. And I told you to be patient, and I told you to be fine, and I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And in the morning I'll be with you, but it will be a different kind, and I'll be holding all the tickets, and you'll be owning all the fines. I think it's interesting when he says, and I told you to be patient and fine and kind, etc. I read that more so as him talking to himself, like almost hyping himself up, like trying to psych himself up, right? Like you need to be patient, you need to be fine, that kind of thing. And I'll be holding and that's a great line too. I'll be holding all the tickets, and you'll be owning all the fines. What a great line. So essentially, like you're almost like attacking me at this point in the relationship. Come on, skinny love, what happened here? Suckle on the hope in light braziers. My soul and load is full, so slow on the split. And I told you to be patient, I told you to be fine, I told you to be balanced, and I told you to be kind. And now all your love is wasted, and then who the hell was I? And I'm breaking at the britches and at the end of all your lines. And so essentially, like, hey, if this love doesn't work out, I put so much of who I am into it at some point, right? That it's like, who am I after it's gone, right? And that's kind of how I'm reading this part. And now all your love is wasted, and then who the hell was I? Like, who am I without the relationship, essentially? Who will love you? Who will fight? Who will who will fall far behind. And again, I read this more so as him talking to himself. Like, once this relationship is over, who will love me? Essentially, is what he's saying there, right? So, man, what a beautiful song! What very well written. Some really great lines in there that really just again pack a punch right here. So, yeah, fantastic song lyrically, very well written. Again, two big thumbs up from me for lyricism. As far as the instrumentation and vocals go, again, I think he's got a great voice. It really is the first thing that I kind of gravitated to in this song in particular. There's just so much emotion behind it, and I think it's layered really well that it really cuts through the rest of the music. But I did enjoy everything else that came along with it. There was some, kind of drum. The drumming was light, right? It was sticks on the side of the drum pad, or it was a bass drum just here and there, just to kind of give a little bit more of an edge to the song. I think the guitar playing throughout was enjoyable as well. Really, just obviously carried the song. I think it was the kind of the main feature besides the vocals. And it is a lot slower than what I typically enjoy, but I think they played it really well. I think this was really well put together, and again, you got some of those like very interesting notes here and there, like a wind chime in the background, or just like a little hit of piano here and there, right? Like, it very subtle, but again, to give it that sort of that isolated feel, if you will. So I really enjoyed that aspect of it. I'm going to give it 2 thumbs up for instrumentation and vocals. And as far as replay value goes, again, this is a little bit slower than what I normally listen to. And it's one of those I probably have to be like in the right mood. Obviously, this is not a positive song, right? It's not something that it's not a good moment in the songwriter's life. But there's room for music like this on my playlist for sure. Just not all the time necessarily. And so for that, I'm going to give it a thumb up for replay value. Overall, a fantastic song and another great entry in this series that I'm doing. So hey, if you enjoyed the music as much as I did, of course, go support the artists. Go listen to their music wherever you can. And if you'd like to support the channel, just do all the normal stuff you do on YouTube for your favorite channels. Like and subscribe and comment with your requests, because I'm always taking those. And you can even check the description to follow me on Twitch, TikTok, almost said Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, or Instagram. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. That's going to be it from me. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye for now.